find dysfunctional families are families that have maybe divorce, violence, or divorce. It might not be dysfunctional in divorce if both parents are agreeing. But when there's violence, there's both emotional, physical abuse. And that is what you're seeing a lot with young adults. They're coming for therapy, and they're saying mom and dad are not talking. They might not be fighting, but they're not talking. Or mom is always yelling, always abusing, and always and they don't. There's a phrase that they don't say. There's a common phrase that young adults say. They don't understand me. So maybe Paulette, maybe all of you can pick up about on dysfunctional families. In the eyes of a teenager, what do you think? That phrase, they don't understand me, they don't get me.
I think the whole thing of they don't get me is the fact that you're not even listening to your child. You don't listen. You're just really busy over there arguing and fighting. So even when I come and tell you, Mom, and then you're like, no, please, I don't have time. You see? But then all they see is you fighting, or you're giving each other the silent treatment. One is talking to the other. And this is what they pick up. You find some kids are very loud, like they're too vocal. And then some are quiet. They don't talk. Like they've just become, they look like someone who's depressed generally. But I think someone was asking me if there are people who are depressed but very vocal. I was reading about it. You can be depressed and very vocal. So they're just depressed, but some will be vocal, others will be. And you see, the same things that you tell your child, like you're from fighting with your partner or your husband, and then your child comes and then you snap and abuse them. These are the same things that they're going to go and tell people out there. What do you expect? That's what they've been hearing inside the house. So if someone is calling me nasty words, I'm going to go and call people nasty words. You will even see it on social media where people are just bashing others. But this is what they've learned. This is what they've seen. As in parents, you know you're like a mirror. This is what your kids are growing up to be. Exactly what you're portraying. Yeah.
I like what you said. Parents are like a mirror.
Yeah.
What you do is what your child is going to do.
Yes.
Either 10 times, 5 times.
Yeah.
Or just
I feel like they even become worse most of the times. They become worse. Yeah.
Just say you do a lot of mentorship in the program of boys.
Yeah.
Have you picked out dysfunctionality in the families of those boys you talk to?
I think it's when a family doesn't have something that the kid would admire or look up to or want to belong in that family for, then it becomes a problem. They go looking for it in other families. So they go looking for it in other families, or worst case scenario, they will look for it in social media and in reality shows, the Kardashians and all those things. And that's how they would want to live their life. And they might not live that life in front of you because, you're just shouting at them all the times. But they will live that life within their friends, their peers, and other places. So it even gives a bad representation of your family as well as a parent, because they wonder, you're confused, like, you come from that family and you're acting like this, and how, you don't really understand, because that kid, even in their own home, they don't really know, they are not understood. And I feel like most of the times it's also the parents, like Paulette is saying, you mirror what because if my dad was treated this way, they say, okay, you have to wake up in the morning and go to the farm. But in this day and age, I can't wake up in the morning and go to the farm. So you still impose those things to me, but maybe times have changed. Parenting has changed. The dynamics are just way too different. So yeah, you need to understand them. You need to learn.
Yeah.
When they're saying that you don't understand us, it's because
you don't understand.
Even the culture, even the age that we're living in is different.
So I don't know what you're saying. And they always say, in our time, in our time.
Parents always say that.
Yes,
Yeah, we always
in our
say that.
time.
Yeah,
And I'm
during my
like,
time.
Yo, during your time
Yeah, we used to walk.
when there was no internet,
Yeah.
when there was no Facebook and
Yeah.
TikTok.
Exaggerate.
No.
I used to walk. I didn't have shoes. I didn't have water.
No,
I feel like they exaggerate.
No, we don't exaggerate. It is true. Like I've told you when we talked about social media and phones, we didn't have phones. We used to use the telephone booth just during our time.
Yes.
And during my time, there was no Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to jav. We used to call it jav. You go and it's like javelin. You holding the bus.
ABS.
Yeah.
But you see, the past teaches us how to the present.
Yeah.
We have to learn from each other.
The same way your parents adjusted.
So that's the understanding.
To that
And that's the more reason why you will not
fine.
understand us now, or you don't understand the things now. It's because times have changed.
Yeah.
And now you don't know what to do in the TikTok world and stuff.
We've got no idea. So how do you make this? How do you make us parents to be able to understand? What would you advise parents to do to understand?
Let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
Let's
learn from our world.
Yes, come into my world and show interest, even if you don't like it.
Yeah.
Show interest, and then you can help me correct, because there's some values which your working life and your jabbing life has taught you.
Yeah.
But now that you are comfortable and you own and I get to enjoy, there's some things you can teach me which will make me see things differently.
Yeah.
Like I listened to an interview from Will Smith, and he was like, his dad made him build something, a building or something with his hands. And so he has taught his children how to build stuff. That's why they're more creative. They're into the arts because they know what building is. But they do things in a different way, not in buildings, but in art.
Yeah.
So, you can help us learn from your old experiences.
So there has to be a balance.
Yeah.
There has to be
There has to be a balance.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing from you is it's for a child to come to tell us that my parents don't understand me, that even with a problem, I'm fearing. They fear even to approach the parents.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell my parents this because I know my dad will beat me or my mom will yell or something like that. So they are safer telling their peers, and the peers will give them a wrong
Advice.
advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they don't have an adult who can give them the good advice. And that's when maybe they go into wrong company.
Yeah.
So there has to be a balance. We as parents we have to have an opportunity or a place where we let our children come and tell us what they're thinking, what they want. Whether we agree or not, but let them come.
Yeah.
Let them talk. Yeah?
Yeah.
So now, you're telling me I let my children to come and talk. So how do we handle the dating issue? And we know we had that discussion.
Yes.
Yeah? And the question was, how will I know? Or if ever, will I ever know? How will parents ever know? Or how do we balance there? Because during okay, now let me take it back. During my time,
Okay.
yeah, like there was no way you could tell your mom that you like a boy. There was no way it was yani as in your mom sees you talking. Yeah, it would be an issue. Even I think if mom would be in our thoughts, even thinking, there would be an issue. So we've come from that school of thoughts, because parents fear that there's a lot of pregnancy out there, and we've had these things on about teen pregnancy. Yeah. So how would we discuss? What is your advice? What do we discuss about our girls and our boys about dating? When is? Because they come to you, because you guys are young.
Yeah.
But they won't come to me.
Yeah.
So what do they talk to you about?
I like this girl.
And then
I like this girl. So yes, they like the girls. They meet up. Because if Zuze is my friend and I like Paulette, then I can meet Paulette at Zuze's house. So I tell my dad I'm going to Zuze's house. Paulette comes, we meet.
Mm-hmm.
So there are ways to go around stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There are ways to always go around stuff. And for me, I believe what parents can do is have the open door policy where your children can talk about anything, and also get to find out who does my child have interest in, and then be friends with them. That's a simple thing, like be friends with them. Like get to find, okay, so my daughter likes Zuze. Okay, so then let's call Zuze over.
Yeah.
She can invite Zuze over. Now let's talk. Let me get to see where their mind is. Are they in for like friendship and they want to get to know each other, or they are just in because, oh, I like this girl and I think we can kiss and I think we can do this.
Yeah.
Judah. How old are you talking about this?
I'm talking about from 13 to
Okay.
I've had teens who are 13 years.
13. So you want
making out.
So you're telling us parents to invite the person they like, they invite in the house, and so you can know this boy.
Yes.
Or you can know this
and then you
girl?
can be able to tell, because parents have the thing of telling, is this person like here because of
And if the guy is serious, they'll come.
yes.
If the guy is actually serious, they'll come to a 14-year-old boy.
Or do tell your parents.
I actually have a story.
Yeah?
There was a teen I work with who the parents invited the boyfriend for her birthday.
That's how old?
14.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came to the birthday. So I think in the conversation when I was seated with them, that's why they were saying, so this is my boyfriend. I'm like, oh, cool. And you were in the back. Yeah, I was invited by the parents. I was like, well, okay, that's good. Cool.
Arranged marriages.
Wow.
It's not arranged
No,
marriages.
arranged marriages is another topic for another day.
Okay.
Because you guys, my feelings about it.
For me, I think it's
Yes.
So what I'm hearing from both of you is parents need to be involved in this relationship.
yes.
And if either the girl or the boy they're serious, they shouldn't be able to hide. They need to come even.
Yeah.
Because there's no marriage yet there.
Yeah.
Just friendship. Yeah. So they should be free to come home, take juice, take.
And both parents should know.
And both sides, both
Yes,
the parents,
both sides.
both sides should know.
Yeah.
Which what do you think? Which I think is most valuable?
So for me, I'm just gonna say this. See, your age, in your time,
Yeah.
you were fear driven. Like
Oh.
it was, the fear was the center. Like I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be seen with a
No,
man.
true.
You know, I don't want to, leave the house without telling my parents where
Yeah.
I'm going and stuff. But when it comes to this time, people date on the phone for 2 years. You can't even know. They don't have to be afraid.
Wait.
Blind date.
Oh, okay. Excuse
2
me.
years online date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then
I don't even have words. Wait. I know I've read about it, I've seen it, but now you're telling me that you can actually date for 2 years on phone like this.
Yeah.
So even this COVID, it's working for people who are dating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dating.
Then how? I mean, when you meet, will you have a conversation?
You will.
I don't think so.
Because there's video
You're
call.
having a
which is-
conversation every day. There's video call. I'm seeing your face. It's,
I know how you look like.
So I can't be afraid of hiding. I can't be afraid of my parents anymore. Because,
Yeah.
anyways, like everything is to my own convenience.
Because there's now social media.
Social media. DMs.
Wow. Right. But I think for us to, it's the best advice, or the best thing to do is for any young girl or any young boy is and for a parent there is, and I like what Judah has said, is involve. Yeah. If you're going out, involve.
Yeah.
So that both of you are guided from both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we can't say that you cannot have a boyfriend, you cannot have a girlfriend. It doesn't work.
They will have them.
They'll have them and they'll hide, and when they'll hide, it will make matters worse.
Yeah.
So the best thing is involve them, and for both sides of the families, and let's work together.
Yeah.
Let's talk this talk, and let's work together. Yeah. So the other that is quite mind blowing,
And you can't use fear.
and it will take a while for us for parents
To
actually accept.
Yeah.
To actually accept and but the one thing I always say is the key thing is relationship. have a relationship, have an attachment with your child.
Yeah.
Know and understand your child.
Yeah.
Always have these conversations. Yeah. Look for teachable moments. Go and Judah has said, and all of you must have said, is go into their world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Understand their world. Understand who they are. Walk with them, and do not parent with fear.
No, don't.
Yeah.
That's the worst. Don't
If I
threaten you.
see
Yeah.
you with a man.
So I think we need. Yeah, even the thought.
Pursue that
Yeah.
As
boy.
in, your mother can be seated and she thinks, oh my God, I think she's with a man.
Yeah.
Things blow
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you?
And then they'll end up dating an older person so that they can lie. It's my teacher.
Oh God.
Do it
Wow.
again.
Okay.
Ah, Suze. Ah.
Please don't take us there.
I'm telling you the truth.
So last, maybe we have a parting shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know parents are asking like what next. So
Yes.
now you've told us about problems, you've given us solutions, but then can you also talk to the children?
Intentional Parenting will run a mentorship program for boys and girls aged 14 to 18 every 2 weeks for 5 weeks. Topics include social media, drugs and alcohol, career, sex and sexuality, identity, and parenting sessions for parents with registered teens. Registration is open now at 5,000 per teen. Classes begin on the 12th of September 2020. Contact us on the shared details below. Let us be the village for your teens.